Welcome back to the channel, guys. So yesterday we announced our winner of our 3-pack blister giveaway. So that means we are now looking to introduce the next giveaway. So I'm looking to give away to a subscriber who can like, comment, literally comment anything related to Pokemon. If I can improve the channel, your favorite Pokemon, that's fine. Just some sort of comment just to engage with myself. And again, notifications on, and yeah, just please enjoy my content. But we're giving away a Destined Rivals booster bundle. It's going to be a week giveaway, so next Tuesday I will announce the winner. So yeah, stay engaged. Let's go. So today's video I'm going to be looking at basically the most undervalued products. Everyone's attention is on the 30th for good reason. It looks insane, and basically there's discounts across the board. So while there's discounts, I'm going to be giving you the overview of what I'm looking for personally. So if that sounds good to you, stay tuned. So let's get right into it. So the 30th is an insane set. You know what I mean? It's going to be record breaking. The 2026 sort of set of the year, 100%. So because of that, people are selling other products. They're not scooping up discounted sets and really good discounted sets. So yeah, let's get straight to it. So basically, I'm going to be going through a bit of analysis and just what is the best sort of discount for long-term growth. So yeah, TCG Quant, let's get right into it. So again, top long-term opportunity to start with. And again, it is on a fire discount, is the Destined Rivals booster box. Scarlet and Violet era, over a year old, Rocket, some insane singles you can see here. Mewtwo, Garchomp, Ho-Ho. And it's just got, I mean, if you look at the total set value, it's over 2,100. Anything above 2,000 with multiple different chase cards. And let's be fair, they're insane chase cards, guys. And again, you know, what I do look for is the chase concentration. So basically in a set, if you've got one chase card that is soaking up all the liquidity in that set, if that card becomes unpopular, then the set's dead. So you want to get a set where it's got multiple good sort of chase cards in there. So the lower the chase concentration, the better, because the value is spread across multiple cards. And that's exactly what we're seeing here with Destined Rivals. So it's a 10 out of 10 value. Cheapest top chase card is 39, which is ridiculously good. So it's the Lapras here. You've got multiple cards over 100. You've got 5 in total. And in the future, these will also be hitting that $100 mark. Again, from the peak of 640 back in May, we're dipped to 539. It's a 20% discount, guys. It is insane. But again, if you zoom out, we incepted at just under 300. It doubled to 640. So these corrections are good. It's good to see this. If we can get to anything like $500, it's such a good pickup. And especially here in the UK, we had a mass reprint. And that was a few months ago, and we're still seeing discounts. People are not scooping up as quickly as I thought he would. If you look here, the supply has only increased since February because of the reprints. We are starting to see a few more buys. The last week we saw 33 purchases, so again, that's awesome. But we stayed stagnant for so long. People just waiting with money to scoop up the 30th, and they're letting these opportunities pass. But we don't do that. We get the dips, we buy low, we sell high. That's what I'm all about here. I do day trading with crypto and the foreign exchange, so this to me is my forte. So yeah, again, you know, so over time the supply is going to drop because there'll be more sales. It's going to be a $2,000 box in the future. I'm so certain about that in the next few years, 100%. There's no guarantees, obviously, unless they print this double what they printed Prismatic Evolutions. But it's such a good set. Like, it is, for me, number one. Make sure you get some of this set if you don't have any at the moment. So again, what you can purchase, the best products, you've got obviously the booster box, 36 packs, a set looking display piece, and again 640 down to 541. Obviously, when you see these sort of big discounts, there's more buyers. So we have started to see an increase in sort of selling activity, as I showed you a minute ago. And that's good. You want to see that accumulation sort of zone. So when the price sort of flattens, people purchasing at higher ups, or again, it just builds that base ready for the next leg up. It's going to do a fusion strike. It's going to rocket, pun intended, in the future. So again, please don't miss out on this. I don't want to do a video in the future and everyone's like, oh, I missed out. You had months to get involved. There's no excuse. If you can't afford the booster box, next best is the ETB. Oh, look at that. So again, dips in May from 282 down to 140. It's 50% discount. And look at the volume. It's 10x. 10x volume. That screams accumulation, guys. Like, I'm gonna scoop one of these up straight after the vids, 100%. Like, yeah, I can't. There's nothing more bullish than that. Again, the lower you dip, you hit those zones where people say, right, I'm gonna get into the set. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 317 purchases in the last 2 days. That's a buyout. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know what else to say, guys. I mean, look at the singles. The ETB's phenomenal. Black and red. Mewtwo's on the front. Giovanni's chilling. The promo's really good. The Wobbuffet. It's not everyone's favourite, but I like it. You get 9 packs in them as well. Yeah, I can't believe that. Can't believe that. Yeah, guys. If you've got the funds available, spare money, and you're waiting to get into Destined Rivals, you can't quite afford the booster box. This is the biggest signal I've ever seen. Look at that. You don't see that. You don't see that. 10 sold a month ago, 6 weeks ago. 317 sold 2 days ago. And then before that, 216. Before that, 109. Yeah. No words. Purchase it with spare money. Hold it. Don't rip it. You're laughing. Oh, such a good set. Look at those singles. Again, if you pull the singles as well, the feeling is so good. I mean, I've pulled myself. I think Ethan's Ho-Ho pulled. Not quite pulled these two yet. Cynthia's Garchomp's my favourite. Such a beautiful card. Yeah, that's my top purchase. So again, booster box number 1. ETB at that discount. You can get the Pokemon Center one, but in terms of value, I'm going to be scooping up the standards version. Just because of that spike. That's insane. We'll take a look at the Pokemon Center version if it's here. Probably not. But again, yeah, when you see that huge sort of spike, it's just an opportunity, guys. Yeah, not to worry. Moving on, but again, Destined Rivals, please don't forget about that one. So, next up on our list is Prismatic Evolutions. So we've covered Destined Rivals, again, fantastic long-term opportunity, guys. So, Prismatic Evolutions is an absolute must-watch. It's an absolute must-purchase. How is this set not going to do well long-term? It's always fun to... It's fun to open. It's a hard set to pull good cards from, but again, when you do pull the God packs, Demigod packs, even a single SIR, they're just fantastic. They really are. Top thing you want to purchase like product is the ETB. It's got the cool EV promo, which does really well. The standard one is $14.80. Pokemon Center is $95. Chase concentration 37%. Brilliant. And we've seen dips from 582 down to 479. This is the Pokemon Center one. Sorry. The standard one, here we go, has dropped from 196 down to 165. So like I said before, we're seeing a 20% dip. 20% dip. Suppliers had a bit of a hike back in May. 8th of May, it was 3,034 units. It just shows the volume it was printed. Those numbers were insane. But again, June 2,415, and so far July 1075. So we've seen nearly a half every single month, and the buys have been pretty good. Sales in May 860, sales in June 1200. Again, so far 377. So we've seen decline in sales, but again, the only reason why is not because the set has become bad. purely because people's attention span has shifted. It's a bit like in crypto when I'm trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a brand new shiny coin comes out, altcoin, everyone flocks to it. It does that. You had it with Ansem. Any crypto followers here will know. Ansem, the last few weeks, is you could put $100 in and you would have made $1 million if you caught the lows. It's insane pump. But whenever you see those massive spikes, it draws in retail, draws in FOMO. The people buying those big spikes, they're the ones that are bag holding. And they're the ones that are losing money, guys. So again, I'm not saying the 30th is a bad set. It's such a good set. That's why everyone's sort of holding. But if you're smart and you've got money sort of waiting, excuse me, I would be looking to scoop up these sets I'm talking about now. So again, Prismatic. It's just an insane set. Let's go through a few of the excuse me, what am I doing? A few of the products I'm looking to purchase. So the ETB obviously is the creme de la creme. That is the big daddy. This is the set, the products you want from the set. So again, 196, 200 down to 165, and we're starting to see an increase in purchases. So people like this area. It's a good area to purchase. I'm buying at this area too. And you've got that banging EV promo. Have a look. So we've seen dips, I mean, when it released from 726 up to 16, so it doubled, and now it's gone down to 1465. This will continue to do well. Gem rate, it's not easy to generate a 10. Population is massive at 36,700. Again, the volume of the prints were insane. Excuse me. Still got this cold. I can't seem to shift it. Yeah, excuse me, guys. So, yeah, it's a generational set. It really is. Like Destined Rivals, we've been so lucky to get so many good sort of sets within the Scarlet and Violet era. Like we really have. So, yeah, on top of that, again, what I've been looking for in terms of products. So the ETB is absolute #1 purchase. If you've got more disposable income, this has to be your second purchase. This has to be your second purchase. So we've got it here, brilliant. It's on 2CG Quan. Again, peaked at 348 back in March. It's down to 270. The UPC promo is insane, love it. Quite a low gem pop 10. The gem rate is 21.7%. 10 is 4,271 and it's $25. That to me is good. I like that. In terms of product supply, again, big spike, 8th of July. Nearly 2,000 on the market. Sales was 289. So again, yeah, we're seeing about 15% of the supply being eaten up in that period. And then recently, 1341 supply, 346 units sold. So again, about 20%, 25%. But again, until, I mean, what's going to likely happen is people are going to be buying up the 30th anniversary on release. They're going to be getting the Pokémon Center. And again, Pokémon Center releases, please do go for those. It's MSRP. You can't get cheaper. Beat the scalpers, get involved. That's when you want to be buying the 30th. But don't go on eBay. Don't be buying those sort of prices, guys. Please just hold out. The more waste we get from Pokémon Center, they're going to just drop in price. I'm telling you. So I'm being patient. If I can't get in the Pokémon Center, I'm just going to wait. I'll keep trying. If I don't get one, I'm going to wait till release. Try and get some deals. And as simple as that. As we get closer, I'll do some more in-depth details and videos on my sort of strategy. And I'll do some giveaways. Rest assured. There'll be giveaways on the channel, 100%. But the SPC for Prismatic, it's a no-brainer. No-brainer. Core promo, you got 15 packs in there. It's just a discount. If it was still at 300 now, 319, I'd probably say wait. But we're hitting 270. We're seeing an increase in purchases as well. Just take a minute to just appreciate the cards in the set. You've got God packs, demigod packs. You got Master Ball hollows. I mean, I pulled the Umbreon here, the Master Ball. It looks sick. $88. I mean, how many cards are above 100? So many. You know, you want to open sets in the future that have got these insane values in there. You're going to open bloody Obsidian Flames, and you know you really want to pull that $100 Charizard, or would you go for the Prismatic set and you've got loads of chances to pull over $100, and it's cheaper. It's cheaper. Yeah, I mean, please listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, man, insane. Again, if this keeps on dipping to like 250, I'm gonna be buying more cases of this sealed. Just keep it sealed, put it away, and just try and forget about it. Don't be tempted to rip it open. That's when the value is lost. It's a cool sealed product. You get the cool pouch inside, the promo. Yeah, we'll do like a deep dive on on new PCs in the future, probably the next couple of weeks. But bloody hell, this is insane. Bloody hell. Really good. What we're saying next, Crown Zenith, not talked about enough. Not talked about enough. Look at that. Take a minute, have a look, pause the screen, do what you need to do. But look at the artwork. Giratina looks insane. Mewtwo looks insane. Arceus looks insane. Palkia looks insane. Dialga looks insane. Darkrai looks insane. And on top of all that, we've got evolutions. Glaceon, Leafeon. The list goes on. You've got the dogs in there: Raikou, Suicune, Entei, Deoxys, Lapras. There'll be Lapras binders. There's so many Lapras cards coming out. There's going to be binders of this. Not this card, but Lapras is going on. Regigigas put in a bloody island, a floating island as well. You've got Latias, Keldeo, and the artwork is so unique. This is undervalued to hell. This will be doubling within the year and a bit. You've got Trainer Gallery, you've got bloody Electivire, Magmortar's chilling. They're friends here as well. Like, it has, I mean, Pikachu's here. Again, I'm not saying it's insanely cheap. I mean, in the UK, you could buy this for 30 quid a box back, a few years ago. But look at this, guys. The promo's insane. Density value 10 out of 10. Chase concentration less than 25%. It is spread out, and you are pulling some good cards in the set. You really are. Price wise, we've barely dipped 3% in the last month. Reason for that small dip is basically we're seeing an increase in supply. Basically a double in supply. In the last month, we've gone from 85 units on eBay, TCG player, up to 147. We're still selling, but the selling has died down. Why? 30th anniversary. As soon as the 30th anniversary comes out, we're going back to these sets, and we're going to see supply eating up. People are going to be lapping it up. Between the 30th and you've got Delta Rain in November, so you've got a 2-month window till the Rayquaza set comes out. These will be revisited. We're going to be chilling. Bring us the profits because we've already got our position locked in. It's not cheap. I'm not saying it's cheap, but the value you get inside it for long term, it's all about long term investing. You can buy in the stock market, this, that, and that. It's a good purchase. Crown Zenith is really a good purchase. What will I be buying up? We've talked about it. ETBs. Again, we're seeing the buyouts, 25 sales in 2 days there, as opposed to the 3-4 sales per day normally. Dipped from 348 to 332, so again, barely touched it, but it's a drop. You get 10 packs in there, you get the cool Lucario promo. Lucario is getting a set or a Seeker later this year. It's going to be putting the interest back on Lucario. Ascended Heroes, Lucario Poster Collection, that's going to be going up as well. Pokemon love to do this when they sort of revisit popular Pokemon, and it just helps with the old sets. That's why it just continues. It's a cycle. You've got... What else was in there? Apologies. Darkrai. I've got this in the PSA 10. it tells a story. You've got the door in the background, which people think it's the other world. I forget the name of it, but again, as it come through, it's now above the water, sort of just sat there, looking mischievous, freaky, creepy. Yeah, a really good card. And again, artwork's insane. That acrylic sort of style. You've got Mew, Sleepy Mew there. So good, man. So good. You've got the booster bundles. Again, not really talked about much, but again, value 182 to 250. It's just a slow appreciator. You can't lose money on this really unless you sort of flash at it, which I don't know why anyone would do that. But it's a stinky good set. If you can't afford the ETBs, you've got 3-pack blisters, you've got mini tins. The 3-pack blisters are really good. Again, they're going up in price, but not many sales, granted. But again, the last 3 months from 61 to 74, when we do get sales, they do go up. People do purchase at a new high. You know, it's insane set. Again, I remember when these were, oh god, these were so cheap. 387 for the figure collections. Figure collections do well because you get so many packs in them. 11 packs in this. 3 months, 249 to 300, 20% pump. Happy days. Yeah, so another long-term solid set. Do not sleep on Crown Zenith. Next up, it's not on this the long-term opportunities, but it is a long-term buy for me. Reason being, so black and white, Black Bolt, White Flare are like a combo set. They basically give homage to Generation 5, so Zekrom, Victini, Kyurem. There's so many, and you've got them all here. Every single SIR goes to one of the Gen 5 Pokemons. You've got Thundurus, Landorus, Tornadus, Cobalion. You've got Schollard, Clickclang, Electros, and they just look ridiculously good. If you haven't seen a Zekrom monochromatic card and like holding it, you just wait till you do that, and you will see why the set's really popular. Victini's insane as well, and there's so many cards pushing 100. Excuse me, pushing 100. It's just stinky. It's such a good set. 10 out of 10 value density, chase concentration less than 30%. It's so good. Price hasn't dipped at all. I'm not surprised. The supply remains low and it's decreasing, but the purchases are increasing. What does that tell you? It tells you people are buying, people are not selling. Even though we've got the 30th coming up, they're not selling this set for it. They're selling everything else, but they're not selling this set. Very strong, and if it's strong now, it's going to be strong in the future. So it's a buy setup. It's one of my top purchases. Probably the last few weeks, I've been buying this left, right, and centre. And again, what should you buy? ETB is always on top, in my opinion. If it hasn't got a booster box, you go for the ETB. Again, we've seen a bit of a slowdown with sales compared to previously. But again, we've gone up in price. When we start to go up in price, the buying pool is less. Less people can afford to purchase at certain levels. So when it was down at 120, we're getting 60, 70 a day. We're at 180 now. We're seeing about 6 to 15 sales a day. Still really good, but I expect this to be $300 in the next few years. Next few years, if we don't reprint it, that's the price we're going to be seeing. Right. You can't talk about long-term investing without paying our attention to the set that brought most people back into the Pokemon hobby. It's got to be talked about. So 151 was released in the sort of middle of the Scarlet and Violet era. It was released after time when we had the Charizard set, Obsidian Flames. It was such a hype set, and Obsidian Flames was, everyone was talking about it. But this set, when we started getting the leaks, September, sort of August, July time, we all knew the set would do well. It brought people back to the hobby. And there's connecting artworks, which I talk about all the time, which do really well long term. And it's ridiculously good. There's no other words. You've got Charmander, Pikachu, Squirtle, Zapdos, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Bulbasaur, Alakazam, Wartortle, Charmeleon. I can list all of them. You've got Mew, 3 different variants, all doing really well in price. Home environments I talked about, really good. So you've got Machoke helping someone, I think, move house. Got Meowth there chilling. Nidoking, you've got Tangela, Giovanni's making an appearance, Erica's invitation. The Caterpie is such a cool card. Really cool card. You've got the little Caterpie looking down the camera there. You've got one here eating. And again, we're looking through a bitten out leaf. So I assume this one here has been biting through. So yeah, it's so good, guys. The attention to detail is banging. Gengar looks awesome. Snorlax looks great. Dragon Air looks cool. Yeah, it's just so good long term. And again, the price reflects that. It's not cheap, no. But you've had so many chances to buy this. But again, if you're thinking 5-10 years down the line, this is going to be it's a collectible in its own right. So this is the standard 151 ETB. So again, we've gone in a year all the way from 256 to 685. I mean, what's that? Nearly 250%. Like, yeah. You're not seeing those returns much elsewhere. And a set like 151, it was so obvious. It really was. 10 out of 10 value, chase concentration 31%. Again, we're seeing a lot of supply on the market. People are selling it, they're taking profits, they're looking to put these profits into 30th. Fair play. Fair play. But again, the sales are consistent. We're still seeing, especially back in March, we saw the hundreds, and it has dwindled down since because it has become expensive. Recently, there's been a huge spike in units on the market from 150, so 190 to 256. It's a 20% increase. People selling because of the new 30th anniversary set. I can't blame them. This ran up so much, they're taking profits. But I would only do that if you've got a couple. If you've got just the 151, I would just keep it sealed. I really would. I think putting it into 30th would be a mistake. I don't think the 30th, I think the 30th will come down in price. We might see a small, but like Destined Rivals saw a little bit of a huge spike, and then we just saw that big dump. And I think we're going to see the same with the 30th. All that FOMO attention, and then we're going to see a big old dump about 6 months down the line. About the winter periods, the classic dip. Sort of after the winter periods, I think we're going to see sort of the attention sort of move away, and it's going to be going into the 10th generation. That releases early next year, so we're going to be seeing a lot of attention move onto that, and it's going to be a case where the 30th will see dips. We're going to buy the dips, and again, I'll do videos based on that. We're going to buy the dips at that point, not yet. Right now, again, so much supply on the market. It's going to take a few weeks, months to move that. But we're going to see, when you've got so much supply on the market, there's more room for negotiation. That's what I want to talk about. So you've got 256 people or units on the market. Let's say it's 200 people. You've got room to negotiate. You've got leverage against these sort of competitors trying to outbid each other, etc. Sort of outsell each other, so more discounts on the market. They want to get rid, and they want to get rid quickly because of the upcoming release. So again, discounts to be had. So again, I'll be buying the ETB at a discount. Even the Snorlax as a single promo, it's gone up in the last year from 864 to 20, 140% pump. Awesome. So top set, absolute banging set. Again, what will I be picking up? The ETBs we talked about, booster bundles. They've seen a nice dip. We had a 221 high in May. We've dipped down to 170, so about a 25% dip. And again, we're still selling consistently. If it's popular now, it'll be popular in the future. So again, yeah, booster bundles I would look to purchase. ETBs if you can afford it. Even the Costco 151, where is it? Yeah, these are really cool. The 151 sort of mini tins. You got Pikachu, Squirtle, Charmander and Bulbasaur promos. They're sick. Yeah, different artworks. You've got Gengar on one of them, Dragonite I think is on another one, Arcanine's on another one. But we're still seeing sales at 288. Bit of a pump in the last week from 282 to 288. Again, it's a long-term hold, but this is going to consistently do well. When I've gone to card shows, 151, when it has been there, which is not often, it sells. It really does. And again, it's all preparation for this. All these discounts, and it's just because of this set. It is insane. So while you're watching that, so just to finish off, so again, I've gone through my sort of top long-term investments to give you the best returns, the safest investments, easiest to liquidate as well, in my opinion. And on top of that, we're seeing the discounts because of the 30th anniversary. And these discounts won't last for long. Some sets have got more supply to go through. Completely fine. But again, this supply can be taken off the market at any point. As we get towards September, it probably will be the case. So, yeah, just pay attention to what's going on around you. Again, everyone's attention is focused on the 30th. When everyone's focused on one thing, you want to be looking around the outer sort of area. So you want to look at the sets like the Black Bolts, the 151, Crown Zenith, Prismatic, the Destined Rivals, Surgeon Sparks is another good set. A few more mentions for the TCG Quan. You've got Paldean, Fates. These sets are going to be forgotten about because people aren't paying attention. Pay attention now, guys. Don't sleep on it. You've also got Phantasmal Flames, the Charizard. That card alone is going to carry the set for years, forever. You've got Golds in there, you've got Dawn, you've got Mega Sharpedo, Meowth in there, Rotom, Flygon, Dewgong looks awesome, Piplup. And again, it's cheap, it's come down. Not much, but 462 to 428, nearly a 10% drop. Again, the chase concentration is high. I don't mind in this case because the actual card itself is a generational card. It's going to be so popular for so long. But you have got other chase cards there. The Mega Charizards you've got. Again, they're not as expensive, I get it, but you've got cards that I think long term will do well. You've got the Meowth that'll do well. Wigglytuff will do well. Because you've got to think, there's people in the hobby now, and there's people that will come in the future. So, the appeal for some cards may not be there now, but in the future, why wouldn't Wigglytuff be popular in the future? It is a popular card. It's Gen 1. Meowth, it's waiting. It's a beautiful artwork. My point is, there's so many sets to be looking at, and you can't ignore it. And again, throughout August in my videos, I'm going to be telling you the best singles to get into, the best sets to get into, and we're doing giveaways on top of that. So if that sounds good, please do support the channel. We'll be doing streams, and again, we do hot chili challenges. Me and my friends, we rip packs, we eat hot chilies, we suffer, we burn our mouths through the ground. So there's something for everyone to enjoy. There really is. So yeah, so if that sounds good, again, reminder, subscribe to not miss this. And again, comment wherever you want, but again, just make it Pokemon relevant. Any suggestions for the channel, please let me know. But next Tuesday, we'll be giving away this booster bundle. So again, notifications on, just support the channel, guys. It really helps, and we do notice who supports us the most. It really does mean a lot. Okay, so take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one.